so much rock and roll.
And welcome to the Super Fun Automatic and Pedal Show.
Hello, welcome.
I'm Gabor.
Hey, I'm Alex.
And we haven't done this for a while.
No, I've been
He's been away.
in the, on holidays.
Yes, and stuff.
So.
We're back today with some more Clons and Clones series. Today we've got the Mojo Hand Sacred Cow.
Yeah, this is another one in the Clon series.
Yes, big thank you quickly to Mark at Mojo Hand Effects and also to Thomas at Maniac Music Factory here in Australia.
Yes.
Who are the Australian distributors. Big thank you for the t-shirt as well.
Very
And
cool.
all the other paraphernalia and the...
I'm actually trying out the MMF Strings today. These are 10 gauge and they feel really good. Just of course every manufacturer of strings has their own feel, I guess, the best way to describe it. These feel really slick and fast. So far, yeah. Had them on last night, so I'm just getting used to them. But very, very nice.
Big thank you. Thank you, Thomas.
Very cool.
I'm one of those fools who uses 12-gauge strings, so I bet you like them better.
And today we're going to series turn OTS Mini 20, which is a 20-watt dumbbell style head into a single 12 with a greenback.
And we had a little bit of Pictronics Ecolution Ultra Pro delay. Delay.
Also had a little bit of TC electronic reverb.
Ooh.
So our clean tone sounds like this. Yeah.
Is it called M1? Dual effects processor.
Your head's in the way. Yes, it's an M1.
That's sorry, head's in the way. So that's a reverb you hear.
That's reverb.
Okay, so Sacred Cow. Clons and Clones.
Clones and clones. This is pretty straightforward kind of clone type pedal.
Yep.
Does have their own twist on it with the EQ switch, which is lean.
Which I just I think it's great. So it's called the Sacred Cow, right?
Yes.
You've got a picture of like a butcher kind of would have with all the different cuts from a cow, and then you have the switch, which is fatty and lean. It's great. I like it. Now, lean, as far as I know, to the left is the standard circuit.
Yep.
Fatty adds a little bit of extra bottom end, so it makes it fattier. Like with all good Clon-inspired pedals, 3 knobs, volume, gain, and tone. So let's try it out. So we've got the clean tone before. Let's turn the gain down. And let's try it just as a boost. So just boosting the clean. Okay. So from this. So that was only clean boost. So the driver here is from the amp being pushed.
Yep.
So that's hitting the amp quite hard. Halfway through, I flicked back to lean as well. I thought we should start off with lean.
Sure.
So that's just the volume. So you can use it as a clean boost. You can use it to drive your amp. You can use it to drive pedals that come after it, just to kick them and get more out of it.
Great for
Now,
skating.
yes. Now let's try the gain. So let's see how much gain we got. So this is. Wowzers. There's a bit of gain there. Do you want to just quickly try, let's go like switch. Relatively high gain, and I'll do the tone and I'll do the switch as well.
Oh, let's put the... I would go the neck pickup with the tone.
Oh, yeah, turn up a bit. It's probably nicer on the lean setting with the neck pickup to get that throatiness out of it. Definitely adds a lot of bottom end. Hopefully you can hear that through whatever device you listen to this.
Very cool.
But it's actually quite nice, even on I thought on the bridge pickup too, going the tone up a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
Try that with those fatty.
Get some fatty action.
Let's get. Sounds good.
Great overdrive pedal.
Yeah, it is really good.
So far, one of my top 17 clones of all time. Heard it here, folks. Heard it here first, folks.
At least in the top 17.
Let's hear you, Jazzmaster.
What is it, the Flight of the Conchords? You're the most beautiful girl of the room,
Yeah.
depending on the room. And you're probably in the top 3 most beautiful girls on the street, depending on the street.
Full of compliments.
Watch Flight of the Conchords, great show. So that's a clean on my guitar. So it's a bit higher output. It sort of crunches the amp up a little bit. One thing I like, and one thing I've sort of learned, I think, about the whole clon thing,
Yes.
it's great at the edge of breakup sounds. They all have been. This one actually I think is particularly good, but where you pick light, like pick dynamics. You pick lightly. It's a clean tone with character. You dig in and it overdrives.
And some fatty action. Sweet.
Should we try Humbucker?
Sure.
Humbucker action. So that was Jazz Master style guitar with Duncan Antiquity ones. Now we're going to a company that sort of doesn't exist anymore, but sort of does. This is my Carvin CT6, still named Carvin, back in the days when it was Carvin. I said Carvin a lot.
Last year.
Like last year. Carvin doesn't exist anymore, but Kiesel. Now, Kiesel's the same thing, name change, yada, yada, yada. So it's a Kiesel CT6, technically. All original, C22, I believe, humbuckers in it. And clean, it sounds a little Satchely. That's not that clean, because it's much higher output, but... Oh, that sounds great. Sorry?
I put on the fatty switch, now try the high leads.
It's a little bit more girth.
Yes.
I don't know, it's just fatter.
Fatter.
Embiggened.
Fatty.
That's our word now, embiggened. We always use that.
I think because of the tone, our core tone's fairly weighty already. Only the fatty switch comes into play at certain moments, like
Yes.
bridge pickup on a Strat.
Should we try just make it? I'll roll the volume back a bit. Make it cleaner on.
Crappier.
Crappier. No, just clean it up a bit on the humbucker. Hang on. Cleaner. Cleaner.
Very cool.
Yeah. Should we go into a driven amp?
Sure, let's do
Even more embiggened than it. All right.
So if we get some sound.
So that's just the amp now in the dirty channel.
Yeah. Woo.
Now let's embiggen it. So let's start off again. Roll the gain down. Let's just hit it with volume. That was quite noticeable then, the fatty switch.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool. Nope. Let's try that again. Makes it compress harder too because it's more.
It rises the front end of the amp.
Omphonizers? Wow.
I can't think of words. I'm not from this country. This is not my language. Wow.
Pretty good since the cabinet's in another room. Wow.
All right. Humbuckers. Maybe not with everything on 10. So this is what it sounds like just straight into the amp. I really like the sound of this guitar through that amp.
It's a good combo.
With drive. Something about, again, those types of pedals and neck pickups.
Yeah, for sure.
I just like. Yeah, I don't know. It has it brings that throatiness out, even with humbuckers.
Yeah.
It
string definition.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, with amps, quite often you do get that you have that.
Yeah.
You play. The cool thing with these is you still. Yeah.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
That's a very cool pedal.
Very good pedal.
Nice one. Well, Mojo hand, sacred cow.
Yes. Once again, big thank you to Mark at Mojo Hand Effects. Big thank you to Thomas at Maniac Music Factory here in Australia, the Australian distributor.
Hello.
And MMF Strings, which I guess is Maniac Music Factory Strings.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes.
Yes. And for the t-shirt as well, big thank you. And all the other paraphernalia, thank you so much for sending it out. Make sure to check out The Sacred Cow, and make sure to check out all our other videos in the Clones and Clones series.
Yes, we're going to eventually do a massive shootout with all the ones we've done, and also talk about it on our podcast, which is available on iTunes and Podbean.
This very pedal.
I'm going to do one of those today. So
yes. So which means the podcast would have come out like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And this comes out now. Because the podcast travels back in time.
In the future.
No, back in time. Or anyway, Marty McFly will know. So yes, thank you so much. See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Next time. Bye.
Blah.